Hello, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to do a quick Pen Chalet unboxing. So I did not quite realize when I placed my order, it was my first order with Pen Chalet. They have a great selection of items, but I had actually purchased all Dominant Industry. Everything in my order, even this little muddler is Dominant Industry. So apparently I love their stuff. So I cannot wait to unbox all of this and test some of it out. So this is a little glass muddler. Slide it out. So pretty tiny, but I got this for doing pen swatches, just so I don't have to get a fountain pen out and change the ink in it. So cute little muddler, and so I thought I could just as easily use this end to dip and kind of make swirls as I could this end. So it's a little crooked, but you know, it was only I think like $7 or $8, so what are you gonna expect? So we'll test that out. And then I got a couple stamps and a couple inks, and then these are the little swatch paper. Alright, camera mishap. Alright, so these are ink swatch papers, and they're tea themed, and I absolutely love tea. Got a little kitten on there, which is super cute. Actually has a picture of the glass muddler on the back, which is perfect. So open these up and take a look. So I believe there are a few different designs in here. So it's, oh and there you can package separately. That's really nice. So 3 different designs of teacups. And then you can select which type of pen you're using, and brand the ink, and then do your little swirls and tests. So definitely will be testing these out. You can even number them, so that's fun. Super cute. Just wanted to, because I'm collecting so many new inks, I wanted to kind of formalize how I'm documenting them. Oh, a little bunny on the inside. Documenting them all and keeping track, and you know, honestly, swatching them is almost as much fun to me as writing with them, so it's just a fun way to get creative. So let's check out these stamps. So these are, I love glass bottles, they're one of my favorite things, so ink bottles were a natural progression, I think, and stamps of bottles is, you know, we'll just keep going down the rabbit hole. So this one's super cute too. Got a little like cup at the top. They both have little tags on them. Kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if that's intentional. Got the cat and the... I don't know enough about the company to know if that's part of their brand, but so yeah, 2 cute stamps. I'll do a test of those in just a sec. And then I got 2 inks. So these both have this design on them, so they must be part of the Log of Elixir. Yep, there we go. The Log of Elixir. They must be part of that collection. So this one's more of a blue, and then this one's more of a brown, which you can kind of see in the label, hopefully. And they're both standard, not shimmer. Let's see, what does it have? So yeah, so Allegory is the blue, and then Unknown Land is kind of like a brownish green. Let's go ahead and pop these out. I didn't want to cut the label, and so I noticed that you can just kind of open the bottom. Got a cute little plastic thingy. There's a beautiful little bag to put them in. Kind of reminds me of like Crown Royal. So you can't really see it in the bottle, but I'll swatch them later. So this one's the blue Allegory. I just love their bottles. There's just something about this that reminds me of like an old school saloon shot glass or something. I think it's so pretty. Simple, understated, beautiful. I'll leave that out for a second. And this one is Unknown Land. Another little plastic dropper. Feels very fancy coming in the bag with the logo on it. And so yeah, this one is Unknown Land. Yeah, I can definitely see it's got a little bit of green in it. I can see that. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the camera, but I'll swatch these later and you can check them out. Alright, and then this is the last item and one I'm super excited about. So this is a book for archiving, and I think it's also just for being kind of creative with your inks. And I thought it was really innovative to have an outlet for the ink usage that isn't just writing. So a nice little brochure here on just dominant industry color. Looks like kind of like the stamp, a little different. So look through this later, a little info card. But they had two different versions of this book. They had this one, and then they had one that was the Log of Atlantis. So this is the Log of Elixir, I believe. So it's very pretty, kind of antique-y looking. Go ahead and open it. Beautiful. Kind of a bronzy rose gold looking filigree. Writing your ink voyage. So the Log of Elixir. So again, this matches the wooden stamp. This image does. So I believe the other stamp goes with the Log of Atlantis, which was unavailable when I placed my order, or I probably would have gotten it too. And also I wasn't quite sure what to expect, to be honest. I'm not super artistic in drawing, and so what appealed to me about this is that the drawings were already there and you're kind of just filling it in with ink, which I thought might be a little bit more in my wheelhouse. So I think the thought here being that you swatch them over here, so fill this in with each individual color and then use the colors to kind of fill in the imagery. And I love the drawings. So pretty. So yeah, I'll probably be a little bit afraid to fill it in at first. But it's just so beautiful. You have to upside down. Gotta give it some life with some color, right? I love pirate ships, hot air balloons, ancient cities, architecture, all the things. So cool. I'm gonna have to look more into this company because I clearly love all their stuff. Would love to learn more about their background and kind of what they're. So you're definitely a little Alice in Wonderland symbology. And dragons, unicorns. It's just so perfect, all the mythology and symbolism. Some old tech. Little cat keeps popping up. So it's a very cool book. And it's got a significant number of pages, so some blank pages at the back. And some basic ones for archiving collection, I suppose. Just such pretty. Some of these might end up having to be like Tombow drawings. I'm not going to restrict myself to using just ink because I don't know if I'm going to have enough colors. I guess that's one inspiration to keep buying new inks. Not that I need any. Tea time, books and kitties. Oh, bookmark, that's nice. Oh, that's silky. didn't realize it was so silky when I first saw it. So it looks like maybe, I think we saw that one before. I wonder if it repeats. Yeah, we saw that one before too, so I wonder if it goes through everything twice. Yeah, because that looks like that first one. Well, that's kind of nice. So if you mess one up, you've got a second shot to get it looking good. So yeah, there's a little bit of repetitive. That's kind of fun, so you can use different colors to fill it in. So there's this one, and then a repeat here. So it looks like some of them may even be in there 3 times or more. So that's kind of fun. So definitely very cool. I might have to get the Log of Atlantis as well, just to have both of them in the collection. Alright, so I did want to test out the stamps real quick. So I just got a little scrap piece of paper here. And a little ink pad. So since we already saw this one on the book, I think I'll try the other one. Okay. If you're curious about the ink I'm using, it's just the Ranger Distress Archival Ink in ground espresso. Let's give this a go. Very pretty. It's got so much detail in the bottom and in the cap. Oh, hopefully that's coming through. Very pretty. Alright, well that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and all these great items from Pen Chalet and Dominant Industry. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.